particular workshop. In the last 2-3 years, I would say that हमने कुछ major climate adversities faced, be it floods, a very regular occurrence of fire incidents, an earthquake in one instance, cloud bursts. So there have been a range of hazards that we have encountered. Now when I talk about a disaster, it is not about, say, prevention of the hazard, because these are natural calamities and we cannot have a control over them. However, what we can control is our response to it. What we can control is the impact of these hazards on our day-to-day lives and the lives of the people. And इसमें मैं एक चीज़ तो emphasize करूँगी that इसमें एक department का role नहीं बनता है. DDA में और even NDA में as an entity is made up of a lot many stakeholders, which is apart from just, say, the Deputy Commissioner's office or the police department. It is made up of each and every department. Each and every department has a role to play. चाहे वो R&B हो, चाहे वो INFC हो, चाहे वो armed forces हो, चाहे वो different departments हो, और even जो general public हो. In fact, जो first responder है to any hazard or a disaster is not a department but the people. And that's why the very concept of Aapda Mitras, that I have volunteers at the ground working with the community who become my first responders in case of any adversity. And this is to be recognized by each and every one of us. The last year or this year's response, I would say definitely we have worked a lot and we have come a long way. हम लोगों ने बहुत अच्छा response किया था towards the last floods. I remember the evacuation efforts that the tehsildars or the STMs and the SDRF teams जिन्होंने undertake की थी. We ensured that there was definitely no loss of life, but minimum loss of property as well. But now this particular aspect has to be adopted by each and every one of us. हम सब लोग अपना जो responsibility समझें. दूसरी चीज़, why we are having this workshop is that we cannot be limited to a department's pool of resources. The pool of resources available with the district administration or, say, the SDRF team will always be limited. 3 boats, 4 boats in case of evacuation. But if I pool the resources in the district, when I pool the resources which are at the level of the armed forces, the CRPF, the different agencies, then I have a good pool of resources that can be mobilized and then I can tackle any adversity. इसमें एक बहुत important concept है when we talk about DDMA. The DDMA Act also talks about the IDRN. I have to list down each and everything that I have first. That's my first priority. The assets available with all agencies in a particular district. And in a case of disaster, what will be the chain? What will be the SOP that we will follow? Of course, the scale of disaster will determine that. If it's a small scale disaster, just a fire incident, एक छोटी सी दुकान में fire incident है, my first responder will be the fire and emergency services, and I don't need to mobilize anyone else in that. However, when the scale of disaster is higher, is over higher grade, then I need access to all those resources. Then we need cooperation from everybody. We need to pool in our resources so that we can tackle that disaster. और इसमें definite roles हैं सभी के. हम हर साल एक preparation plan बनाते हैं, which is submitted to the UT government and then therefore to the to the Government of India as well. हमारी जो IDRN का जो सारा what is our pool of assets, resources, that is already available on our portals, our websites, etc. Now to make it more formalized, now to have a general awareness कि इसको मैं किस तरीके से यूटिलाइज करूँगा, मेरा रोल क्या रहेगा, उसको लेकर आज की जो वर्कशॉप है ये एक इम्पॉर्टेंट फर्स्ट स्टेप है. There will be definitely more workshops to come, more mock drills to come. We will have more mock drills at schools, other institutions, with respect to different disasters. That is a continuous process. But today what we do is that we take a first stock experience of what we already have and what is the institutional backup and structure to this entire thing. So I especially thank the keynote speakers जो कि will be talking about the disaster framework for today. I will also specifically thank the STRF team and the NDRF team who are going to have a display of equipment and mock drills, be it indoor or outdoor. I also thank the Abda Mitras who are going to be here, and some of them may be sharing experience with us. And as I said, it's a collective effort. We have to ensure that complete coordination and cooperation remains in the district so that we are able to mitigate the risks of a disaster and that we are informed, prepared and safe. Thank you.